got cows in right now, and they're being executed in a place called a cattle grid, a slaughterhouse, a facility where they execute pregnant cows even. This is how far this industry goes. They execute pregnant cows. Can you imagine being impregnated forcefully, having your baby stolen, and then being sent to slaughter? And then even when you're pregnant, they're still sending them to slaughter. Guys, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency for 15 and a half years. The horrors I saw this industry cause innocent cows, innocent sentient beings is absolutely abhorrent, disgusting. Guys, when you come in, please, let's see some green hearts. Also, let me know if you're vegan. 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone who's considering change and wants to move away from this disgusting industry. Or 3, if you're a total loser, animal abuser, and supports exploitation. We can move away from this. We do not have to be a part of this. I've moved away from it as well, and you don't have to be a part of it as well. So guys, these guys are closing the gates, trying to hide the truth from everybody, trying to hide what's happening in these disgusting places. If they're so transparent, why not let us in? Let us in and show the truth. Show the reality. Tell people what's happening. You can see inside. They close the gates. They try to hide the truth from everybody. They don't want you to see the mother cows being shot in the face. They don't want you to see the truth and the reality of these poor, innocent, sentient beings shot in the face, often pregnant. Why? We don't have to do this. We can move away from animal abuse and torture and violence and exploitation. 1 in the chat if you're vegan, guys. 2, if you're someone considering change. 3, if you are someone who loves animal exploitation or hit anything else, double tap the screen. Let's hit that heart button. Keep smashing that heart button. Engagement is key on these live streams. Guys, I'm here. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian government. 15 and a half years I worked in this industry. And I've seen things that you can't even comprehend. The way they treat cows, the way they treat pigs, the way they treat chickens, turkeys, you name it. They are exploiting them, and we do not have to be a part of it. I'm a living example. My friends Mel and Steve here reached 311,000 people yesterday by exposing the truth. Guys, once again, 1 in the chat, and flood that chat with the green hearts, guys. Just smash those green hearts. Let's see those green hearts. 1 in the chat. Again, if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone who's considering change. And you can hit anything else if you are a total loser, animal abuser who supports exploitation. Guys, let me know how long you've been vegan, where you're tuning in from. Tell me today where you're tuning in from, and are you aware of what happens in the dairy industry? Excellent, guys. Hit that like button as well if you don't mind when you're coming in. There's obviously going to be people that are triggered, but to the open-minded people, think about what it says to agree to exploitation. Think about what that means that you would agree to exploitation. Thank you to the 2s in the chat. I see you. We have support. There is a 3-minute movie challenge in the description if you want to check it out. Also, guys, consider looking at Challenge 22. They provide all the dietary needs or whatever some people might be worried about. Corinne is actually just saying that they've gone vegan. Wow, Corinne, N2G, sorry, that was a tongue twister. N2G has now claimed they're going vegan. Thank you, Corinne. Amazing that you've gone vegan. Wonderful. Guys, once again, 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone who's considering change. And like Corinne was a 2, now it's a 1. Thank you, Corinne, for being vegan and not exploiting mother cows. Guys, if you didn't know, 23% of cows that go into slaughter are pregnant. The dairy cows, they go pregnant. Yeah, you're so strong. Look at you. Imagine being for exploiting and torturing innocent sentient beings. And look at, I'm gone now, no longer with us. because people are abusing and torturing innocent animals. Annie, Felix, Marissa, Benjamin, Benji, all the legends are in the chat today. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Look at this sign, guys. It says it all, doesn't it? You see cattle grid. They call them cattle. Do you know why they call them cattle, guys? Because they want to de-individualize them. They want to de-individualize them. They don't want to show them as beings, as someones, as beings that are someone's, as beings that matter, as someone's, right? So they de-individualize them by calling them cattle or bacon or steak. They're individuals. Guys, please hit the like in the chat. Please let us know you're supporting us. And guys, once again, please, again, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's hit 1. Let's hit 2. We're open-minded. As you can see, the company keeps wasting your tax dollars by calling the police in just because we're streaming here. Can you imagine how triggered they are? It's not surprising. If you look at the fence lines, they're jaded, they're shredded. They're trying to keep the animals in so they can't escape. The poor cows, like this cow, for example, they can't escape. They can't escape. They're keeping them, they're imprisoning them. They're forcing them in, often pregnant. They shoot them in the face. They jab at their necks, right? They jab at their necks. And this is a place where psychopaths can be created. Once you take a life, you lose empathy, you move to apathy. And guess what can happen after that? Psychopathy. I've seen it myself. Yes, we got the green hearts in the chat. That's incredible. Keep doing the green chats, guys. I'm not going anywhere. This is a right of mine to be able to speak up and tell the truth about what's happening in this industry. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian government for 15 and a half years, and I've seen things that you can't even comprehend. The abuse, the torture, the violence. And if you didn't know, when you support animal agriculture, you're also supporting creating psychopaths. You're also creating a more violent crime community, as in houses around and communities surrounding slaughterhouses have higher violent crime rates, including sexual assault. It's no wonder taking lives. And something about KFC, these people are triggered. They see a cow and they're saying KFC. Can you imagine that mindset, guys? Can you imagine that mindset to think like that? That's your first thought when you see an animal. Do you see, when you look at your puppy, do you see KFC? Guys, hit the like button, please. Let's hear your comment. How many have you been vegan? How long have you been vegan for? Hit 1 in the chat. Let's see those green hearts. 2, if you're someone who's not vegan but is open to the conversation. And 3, if you're someone who can't be reached, who's anti-vegan and pro-exploitation. Can you imagine saying that you're pro-exploitation? That's crazy that you wouldn't be open-minded to this. As you can see, this slaughter facility, a place that unalives innocent animals, that takes the lives of innocent sentient beings, is calling the cops. Why? Because they're triggered. Why? Because they don't want to share the truth with you, the reality of what's taking place. And do you think people should be arrested for sharing their fundamental freedoms of expression or their rights to talk to people? So guys, again, this cow was killed here. For what? Did you eat her? Was she pregnant? What do you think? Do you think that's right? Do you think we need to do that? Do you think this needs to happen? I don't think it needs to happen. I think we can move away from it. Let's see the 2s in the chat. The open-minded people. I'm retired. I don't need to get a job. I'm retired. I guess people can't retire now. Guys, let's hear it. Let's see the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s. Guys, let me know how long you've been vegan, why you went vegan. Are there videos or movies that you've seen that have changed your mind? Is there someone who outreached you? Was there something in particular that changed your mind? Jazzy Tuna, yes, 2, right on. Jazzy Tuna's now vegan. Thank you, Jazzy Tuna, for going vegan. Amazing. Jazzy Tuna just decided they are going vegan. They're going to be compassionate and kind. And they're going to move away from exploiting these poor cows. I mean, like, this is a slaughterhouse, guys. We don't have to eat animals, right? It's not mandatory or necessary. And as you can see, they called the police. They're wasting the taxpayer dollars for what? Why are they wasting taxpayer dollars when they don't have to? Because this industry is trying to hide the truth, right? They're wasting your taxpayer dollars on what? On what? Just because they don't want to show you the truth? Don't you think you're adult enough? That's great, Corinne. 3 weeks, that's great. For life, though. We call it for life when you go vegan, because you don't change your mindset on that. You do it for ethics, and you're a kind, compassionate person, so you live vegan. Guys, again, let's do it. Hit 1. Let's see some green hearts. Hit 2 if you're open-minded. 3 to the total loser animal abusers out there. Let's see who you are. Let's keep hitting that heart button. As you can see, they keep calling the police. It's not like we're going to jump inside. They get so bent out of shape because we're here exposing the truth. Maybe that says something about them, doesn't it? Maybe it says something about the 3s in the chat who get so triggered, about us just showing the truth, just showing a picture, just being out in front of one of these places. People get so absolutely triggered. Can you imagine just for showing a cow? This is how mad they get. They waste your taxpayer dollars. They send police over and over again. And we're simply here just talking to a camera. Crazy, right, guys? Again, let's do it. Do it again, guys. Let's see it. 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2 if you're someone who's open-minded to change. 3 if you're a total loser, animal abuser. We can't state it enough. We're vegan. We've been vegan, Mel and Steve, for I think 5 years now. Me, myself, 12 years. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I saw what happened to the cows that go into places like this disgusting place. The smell is absolutely abhorrent. It's absolutely disgusting. You can't even imagine the smell, and you're feeding your children this violence. I would argue animal agriculture is racist as well. What they do is they exploit marginalized communities. They even traffic children to work in slaughterhouses, migrants, refugees. Look, do you even know anybody who's working in a slaughterhouse? Most of the time, it's going to be someone that you don't know, and it's going to be definitely people that aren't in your community. They're going to be people that are brought in to kill, to take lives of these mother cows. Guys, once again, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hit in the chat. We see there's some triggered people. Guys, don't mind the triggered people. Just keep hitting the green hearts. Let's flood out the trolls with the green hearts. Let's go. We've got this, guys. Let's freaking go. We've got this. This doesn't need to happen. Let's hit that like button as well. Double tap the screen. Let's keep hitting that heart button as well. Let's share the truth with the world. Let's show them that we can live in a kind, compassionate world without exploiting innocent, sentient beings at disgusting places like this. The smell, guys, the smell is abhorrent. I wish there was an app that I could give you. I wish there was something that I could transport the smell to the animal eaters right now. Most have never been to a slaughterhouse. Most have not even looked into the eyes of their victims. Most don't know what's going on. It's absolutely abhorrent. We do not have to do this anymore, guys. This is unnecessary completely. And listen, the animals don't want to die. They do not want to be a part of this at all. Nobody wants to be a part of this system anymore, ever. Guys, be kind, be compassionate. We can move away from this. Mother cows don't want to die for some trivial reason. They don't want to die for your pleasure. And this is how we decipher who's kind and who's compassionate and who's going to win in life. It's going to be the compassionate people. We moved away from slavery. I'm not 40, but I wish I was 40. But I'm not 40 anymore, but I am retired. Yeah, I wish I was 40. I wish I had a few more years to fight against what's happening here, right? Because this is unnecessary. This doesn't have to happen, guys. We can move away from it. And I did 12 years ago. This is why I'm out here, because I saw things that you can't even comprehend or understand. Mother cows being shot in the face while they're pregnant. Some of their bodies still moving around while they're jabbing at their face. Pigs prodded, their testicles are ripped out, their teeth are ripped out. Their tails are cut off. They're stuck in farrowing crates. Mother sows are sent to slaughter pregnant as well. You can go to your local dumpster, guys. Go to a dumpster near you and you're gonna see little babies inside these dumpsters. Of course, don't go on the private property, but oftentimes these bins are on public property. And again, this cow did not want to die here. They didn't want to die. And again, most people won't see their victims. Guys, hit that heart button. Subscribe as well. If you want to support my endeavor here for the animals, the link is in pinned comment as well in the description. Also, there's a 3-minute movie challenge. I recommend you go watch that. See standard industry practice. It's just 3 minutes. They're going to give you resources. And guys, again, let's hit that 1 if you're vegan. Hit the green heart. Smash the green heart. Let's see it. 2 if you're someone who's open-minded, and anything else for all the anti-vegan, pro-animal exploitation people. Can you imagine? Or any other number. Just keep double tapping that screen as well. Let's get this out here. Guys, let me know how long you've been vegan as well. I'd like to know. Tell me what changed your mind. Maybe recommend a speech or something, or someone to watch for the people in the chat. Recommend some things as well. Thank you guys for being here. Carnivore is very terrible for you guys. Look it up. Most people can't live long term. Well, they won't live long term on a carnivore diet. You got to look at vitamin C, for example. Is that a truck there? Most people come off the carnivore diet and they end up with more health problems than they went in with. Most people will go to the carnivore diet because they have health problems and they think some miracle diet's going to work. So they go to this elimination diet. Then they start adding in fruits like even the carnivore MD, Paul Saladino, calls himself an MD. Also, he's added fruit. He calls watermelon meat-based watermelon. This guy's a freak. Guy thinks he's a know-it-all too as well. He wrote a book. He used to be called Carnivore MD, but then he changed that. I'm assuming he changed that because he's probably in court for making up lies and health claims about a carnivore diet, which probably really affected people really bad. So get away from eating animals, guys. Go see a specialist if you're having gut issues. Look at this disgusting company. Shame, guys, shame. You can move away from these jobs. Move away from it. Look at who you're killing here. Look at mother cows, pregnant mother cows. Why do you keep calling the cops? Why do you keep wasting taxpayer dollars? It's not like we go inside. It's not like we're inside. So why do you keep wasting taxpayer dollars? So you don't care about the taxpayer. It's pretty obvious, right? You could care less about the cows too, right? Look at her. Look at her in the eyes. All for what? You can get a different job, right? You can get different jobs. You can move away from this disgusting industry. Shame. Shame on this industry. Shame on this industry. How disgusting is this? How disgusting is this, guys? Yes, good. How disgusting is this? Oh my God, the smell is just horrific. Shame on you. Shame on you. Blood money. Blood money. Look at who you're executing. Right there, there's your victim, guys. Right there. Do you see her? For what? Your paycheck? Is that it? Taking lives for your paycheck? Get different jobs. I changed. I worked in slaughterhouses for many years. Guess what? We don't have to eat animals, right? We don't have to, so why do it? Move away from this industry, this blood money industry. Stop having more violence in the world. Did you know that communities surrounding slaughterhouses have more sexual violent crime rates? More PTSD, more drug addicts, more alcoholics? Why promote that? Why make money off of that? Shameful. Shame. Shut this disgusting industry down. Shut it down. Guys, if you are someone who's open-minded to change, you're someone who's open-minded to change, let's hit 1 and let's hit 2, sorry. Let's hit 2 in the chat. Open-minded to change. 1 if you're vegan. And 3, if you're a total loser, animal abuser, let's see it. Guys, see my guy. For what? We can move away from it, right? Why are you flipping me off? Come have a conversation like an adult. See, these guys will like flip you off. They'll move away, right? Shame on these places. This place absolutely reeks, by the way. Absolutely stinks. It's absolutely disgusting. You can't even imagine the smell. Guys, again, let's hit what we are in the chat. Please let me know how long you've been vegan. Give some resources out to the folks in the chat as well. Thank you guys for being here. Let's hit some likes as well too. So this is Mel and Steve, incredible activists as well, out here dismantling this disgusting industry for what it is, right? We don't have to do it. How you doing, my guy? Yeah, so we see a lot of 2s in the chat there. I just went in. That's incredible. A lot of people are really open-minded. They don't want to be a part of this. They don't want to take the life of an innocent cow, right? Because why would you? Why would you want to take a life of an innocent sentient being when you don't have to? Mothers are killed. I'm showing the pictures to the people in the street, and they seem to be mesmerized by it. Of course, why wouldn't you be? Why should she be killed for you? For what? When you can get alternatives. It's very simple. Just move away from it, guys. So simple to move away from. Vegan is being vegan is the easiest thing you can absolutely do. This doesn't need to happen, guys. 12 years for myself. I estimate about 150 million vegans worldwide. You look at vegetarians, a lot of them think that they're doing it for ethical reasons, but they don't realize that they can move away from dairy as well. You see some people driving by triggered. You know, when slavery was around, when it was popular, a lot of people were told off. A lot of people weren't the trailblazers. A lot of people just were socially conditioned to believe it was acceptable. And so the vegans, I would say, are the trailblazers, the ones who's decided, I don't want to be a part of this system anymore. I'm going to be vegan. I'm going to be 1, or I'm going to be 2, someone who's open-minded. In the description, there's a 3-minute movie challenge. Go watch that, guys. Go check it out for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Although I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector, I used to work in these fucking disgusting places, and I'm haunted by it. Of course, anybody would be. Imagine shooting a cow in the face. Imagine executing them and seeing that happen, having their skin ripped off their face, and then humans working on ripping off their face. I mean, for what? Some trivial pleasure? Some disgusting trivial pleasure? Exactly. Thank you. So there's people walking by, there's people driving by who agree with us. There's obviously going to be a component of people that don't agree. People sometimes aren't evolved enough to change. Maybe they'll never change. Like the 3s in the chat, often are hunters, often are people that have killed these very animals. So they have a bias, right? They think there's no other way, but obviously living proof right here. You can live vegan, you can live healthy, all these things, but it's for the ethics, right? You can live healthy or you can live not healthy as a vegan. It's up to you. Just leave the animals alone. They're not commodities. We shouldn't exploit them. And it's definitely not justifiable. Again, guys, you know what to do. Let's see those green hearts. Smash those green hearts. Let's get the stream up. Let's share out the stream, guys. Share it out. Let's get the world understanding that we're not accepting this anymore. These disgusting industries are going to be shut down. These guys called the police on us almost every time. For what? For us standing out here with a sign? So they're wasting your taxpayer dollars. Of course they don't care, right? They don't even care to let you in the doors. They think you are too much of a child to take part in your food system or understand what happens. They want to hide the very fact that cows are being shot, often pregnant. 23%, look it up. 23% of cows, dairy cows, are often pregnant when they get sent to slaughter. Also, when they're shot, there's a failure rate. As I know as an inspector, oftentimes they're shot in the face multiple times. Then they're jabbed at in the neck. People talk about stunning, and they don't realize that the captive bolt gun only immobilizes the animal, only immobilizes them. So they don't realize that the cow can still feel after that. So when the knife is coming across their neck, they have tender skin. they're going to feel it. And they're shaking their heads, screaming for their lives with all their might. Their tongue is out because they can't hold their body weight. They're hung upside down by a chain, and then someone's stabbing their throat. I remember going to one slaughterhouse. This guy, his eyes lit up. His eyes lit up. His eyes were like this on the kill floor, just stabbing these innocent animals. He was in paradise. This psychopath was in paradise. I was literally scared to go to that location because I knew he was there and he was yielding a knife. This is what this industry does. It creates apathy. It creates more violence. It creates more violent crime rates. It uses and exploits marginalized communities, individuals like children. They'll even traffic. They lower the age of children in the U.S. to be able to work in slaughterhouses. What does that do to someone's mentality, their mindset? Stabbing someone who's screaming in the face all day, every day. This isn't a job, guys. This is not a job. It's an abomination, and it needs to end. And I can understand, some people maybe not knowing what takes place, so they fed this lie. Don't believe the lies. I worked in it for 15 years. My entire family worked in agriculture. I've seen it firsthand. I know exactly what takes place. And I changed 12 years ago. I didn't even know what veganism was. I didn't even understand what it was. I didn't get the idea. I just thought it was a diet. I thought, okay, well, I'll just stop eating animals and then I'm fine. But no, this is an abomination. This is a justice movement. It's about exploitation. There's someone's in there, like your dog, like your companion animal. And another part of this industry you might not understand is the waste products that come from here, the so-called waste animal flesh products that humans won't consume, they're going to your pets. You're feeding them the intestines, the feathers, the tumors, all the disgusting stuff that's so-called inedible for humans. I think it's all disgusting. But even if you were thinking in that context, you wonder why your dog has allergies. Many dogs move to a plant-based diet and they live a great life. It's absolutely crazy that we think that heat treating and sending these byproducts to a rendering facility is good for our companion animals. Guys, 1 in the chat. Again, if you're vegan, 2, if you're someone who's open-minded, hit anything else and double tap the screen if you are a total loser, animal abuser, exploiter. And guys, let's see some hearts. I need to see some green hearts. Please, please, please. Let's go, green hearts. Awesome. I see some 2s in the chat. See the green hearts. Absolutely. Dogs can live very healthy and fine. In fact, I was just at a friend's place who's like literally their dog's mane, their hair. This dog's been on a plant-based diet their whole life. I've never seen thicker or healthier hair in my life. I'm retired. I don't have to work. Why would I work? Look at this. This place is called a cattle grid. A cattle grid. Can you imagine? Guys, hit like, hit subscribe, share out the stream. Tell all your friends that we will not accept animal exploitation anymore. We are moving away from this disgusting industry. I'm with my friends here who agree completely as well. We are moving away from disgusting animal agriculture, disgusting exploitative industry. We will not stop until it's over. And we're more resilient. It's crazy. We've had friends assaulted. We've even had friends killed, but it creates more. What do you think of the sign, miss? Mother cows pregnant, they get shot in the face here, and their necks get slit open for trivial pleasure, right? Hey, my guy, I see you walking by here every day. Have you changed your mind yet? You're going to join us in the streets. Get active for the animals. Guys, it's not necessary. It's like, imagine this is your dog. Imagine this is your cat. Imagine this is your friend, your companion friend. Why would you do that to them when you can just simply get another meal or stop viewing them in this way? It's deranged. Can you imagine? Would you go home and you look at your dog and say, I'm hungry? Have you ever looked at a squirrel and said, oh, I'm hungry? Does this make you hungry? It doesn't, because it's not a natural thing to do, guys. We're exploiting innocent animals for some trivial pleasure. Once again, guys, let's go. Let's go. 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Let's see some green hearts. 2, if you're someone who's open-minded to change. We're going to capture the 2s afterwards. Maybe I'll reach out to them afterwards and try to get them some resources. You can find the resources in the description. Go to the 3-Minute Movie Challenge. It's in the description below. Watch it. You can go there. There's a catalog of resources. You can go to challenge22.com. They're going to help you with any dietary concerns you might have. I figured it out 12 years ago. I didn't even know what veganism was. I just ate lentils and broccoli because I thought that's what you had to eat. And maybe, in fact, I should have just stuck with that because it's pretty damn healthy. So, guys, once again, we are at a slaughterhouse. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency for 15 and a half years, guys. 15 and a half years. And I'm here exposing the UK. I'm exposing Europe. I'm exposing all over the world. You know, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. No country is any different than the other. Albeit they want to make claims that they do. They still use words like humane, ethical, free range, free run, even regenerative farming, which is hilarious. All these terms, right? They've been talking about welfare for 70 years. Imagine a return on your investment if you had to do something. Hey, my guy, look at what's happening here. I love that people are stopping. They're taking a look. You can see all the cars lined up. I'll show you. The cars are lining up just to stop and take a look. People are open to change. Like the twos in the chat. The twos are definitely open to change. Look at this guy. That guy was making fun of me. These guys, what? What do you guys think, guys? Not necessary, right? Not necessary, right? So there's a lot of open-minded people here, guys, like the twos in the chat. Thank you, twos, for being here. I really appreciate it. Look, we don't have to be a part of this system anymore. It's 2026. I'm sure you have a vegan friend, a vegan, you know someone who knows a vegan. Reach out to them. Reach out to them. Talk to them. Is that one? There might be a truck coming up here. Great, guys. Yes, someone says, fuck vegans, be honest. Hey, listen, a lot of people come in hot. A lot of people have these reactions, but you got to ask yourself, why am I having this reaction? Why am I reacting this way to someone who's standing up for animals? Even in the worst case scenario that you thought you couldn't live vegan or you couldn't be healthy and fine on a plant-based diet, even if that was the case for you, then why wouldn't you want us out here, at least for welfare standards? Why wouldn't you care about that? You know, there's these animals that are getting shot in the face, executed, and confined. I think it's funny because oftentimes a lot of people walk by and they give us the finger, but now I'm showing them their victim, who they ate last night. They have to look in their eyes and see who it is they're executing, right? Who it is they're paying for trivial pleasure for. Absolutely abhorrent. This doesn't need to happen, guys. And once again, 12 years vegan. I worked in an investigation unit. You know what they do with pigs in some of these farms? They'll hang the pigs. They'll tie their necks up. They'll hang them in order to submit the other pigs to move into other pens and stuff. The pigs are absolutely frightened. And then guess what? The pigs will go to slaughter. In some places, it will be their only day outside, along with chickens. Their only day outside is the day that they're going to their death. Chickens are 5 to 7 weeks old. 5 to 7 weeks old. You're eating babies, guys. You're eating babies. Absolutely eating babies. This guy was going to say anything, but then he sees the cow, right? He sees the cow. He looked like he was going to say something. You're eating babies. You're eating breasts. You're also eating the breasts of another individual. Imagine they had human breast farms and you were eating that. How fucking disgusting and disturbing is that? Again, we don't have to do this. You're lied to by these billion, trillion-dollar companies that get subsidies, that know how to change the laws. In fact, animal agriculture, the government, agencies across the world, they run the show. They try to cut red tape. In fact, in Canada, for example, they'll give farmers loans. They'll give them $500,000 interest-free loans so they can produce cheese and put it in a warehouse in hopes that they're going to find a market. This is your taxpayers' dollars. This is like the slaughterhouse calling the cops here, and we're just standing here, and they keep calling the cops every single day when they don't have to. Guys, one, in the chat if you're vegan. Two, you're someone who's open-minded to change and doesn't want to subsidize a horrific industry. If you didn't know as well, and I mentioned it earlier, PTSD, drug alcohol addiction, increased violent crime rates. People are suffering injuries. They're cutting off limbs in these places, in these disgusting hellholes. And guess what? They're immigrants, they're refugees, they're minorities. These aren't the regular Joe Schmo public. This isn't the regular Joe. This is people that have really no options but to find a job, and then animal agri comes in and swoops their communities, formulates them. You know, increased violent crime rates include sexual assault. That's up in these communities. So can you imagine that? People that talk about, you know, abortion and stuff like that, and they're like, well, what are your thoughts on abortion? Well, vegans will have a variety of thoughts on abortion, but when it comes to sending pregnant cows to slaughter, or pregnant sows, or increasing sexual assault cases in those communities, right? Right? So it's pretty hypocritical for you to come at vegans who one person can have one view, another person can have another view, but yet you come in and you're still eating mother cows that are pregnant, that were sent to slaughter pregnant. 23% in the UK alone. Truck. This guy. So we saw a truck there. I don't know if he's coming back this way. There might be another one too. Sorry about that. Quick switch. When we see a truck, we try to get our eyes on it, at least to give them, you know, their only chance at being seen in the world. Thank you, Chip, for being here, guys. Guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, share out the stream. Guys, share it out. We are at a disgusting hellhole facility that executes innocent sentient beings, shoots them in the face. So it immobilizes them. They can't move. They go down a conveyor belt. Their legs are hung up. And this guy is flipping us off as well. They're hung up on a chain, squirming for their lives while someone's stabbing them with a knife. Can you imagine? Blood splattering everywhere. Can you imagine? That's what happens. This is normalized violence in our society. We do not need to do this, guys. This does not need to happen. I'm a living proof. 12 years vegan, ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I grew up in agriculture. My grandfather was an inspector. My uncle was an inspector. My aunt worked in the industry. My great aunt used to throw up on the kill floors. My grandma was really affected working in these places. For what? For what? Eat some fucking beans. It's pretty simple. Very simple, guys. And you can go to the 3-minute movie challenge that's in the description as well. Guys, if you want to support me, you want to support this endeavor, there's a link in the description as well. You can go check that out. The first link in the link tree there as well. This guy's driven by a few times. So, you know, it gets people to think, right? A lot of people are closed-minded, but I think deep down inside, even the toughest guy, even the most angry guy can change. It's just they got to drop the ego. Drop the ego. Stop shooting mother cows in the face. Stop executing baby chickens. You're eating babies, by the way, 7 weeks old. 80% of the animals you eat and consume are, guess what? Under 7 weeks old. 7 weeks old. They're just 7 weeks old. And you're eating babies, guys. Lambs are babies, okay? Calves and lambs are sent to slaughter as well. We were just at one of those slaughterhouses. Horses are killed at sometimes just 5 years old because they break a leg and the industry's done with them. Oh, we already used you good enough. We used you for your racing, and now you're sent to Japan to get executed and eaten, which is crazy. Guys, one in the chat. Again, one in the chat if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone who's open-minded to change. 3, or any other number if you're a total loser, animal abuser, and it supports exploitation. But you can change. If you look into things, guys, you can change. You can get into that 2 bracket as well. We want more people in the 2 bracket, especially the 1 bracket. You can do that absolutely easy. I did it. If someone has Let's see some of the names I'm being called right now. Can change. What are the names I'm being called? Loser. Hunters can change you. There's a video called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. It's on YouTube. What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. It's on YouTube. Watch that. Then you talk about fiber, dumb, if someone dumb and a loser like myself can figure it out, certainly you can, guys. There's a lot of people in here, guys. Please hit that like button. Smash that like button. Please share the stream, guys. Once again, we are at a slaughterhouse. They kill. They kill mother cows here. They chop at their necks. They shoot them in the face. Cows will often move their heads when they're getting shot. And sometimes their skulls are different sizes, so they'll definitely be shot in the face more than once. The company fails to disclaim these things, That's what these companies do. They won't even let you inside for a tour because they don't want you seeing the truth. The jagged fences, you see the cameras all over the place. These places are prisons for the animals. And often people are like, well, that's to prevent activists from getting in. If we wanted to get in, we can get in. We choose not to because we don't have the capacity yet of enough people that are changed. We're just opening up some minds. But one day you'll see thousands of people, hundreds of people ripping open those fences and ending this industry for good. Hopefully we'll get there soon. Hopefully enough people will get out and live stream with us, including tomorrow for Project Livestream number 10. Project Livestream number 10. This is a global event. We have activists all over the world sharing the truth at slaughterhouses. We are going to be live. I can't let you know the location just yet, but we will be live tomorrow as well, sharing the truth about what happens to innocent sentient beings all over the world. As far as Taiwan, Australia, we're looking at the UK, Canada, US, all over the world. We're going to be out there exposing. And guys, I encourage you to get active. Encourage you to get going and fighting for the animals. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We need to end this industry. We need more of us live streaming. YouTube is valuing this space. It's giving this space to people. This guy's driving really slow. Really slow. Valuing this space. So we need to take full advantage of it. My friends Mel and Steve, yesterday alone had 311 people come to this disgusting facility behind me and fight and see what happens to the animals. Guys, please hit like, hit subscribe. Let's go, guys. Also, I need that like button to get up to 100, please. So right here, guys, 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone who's open to change, 3 if you are someone who still likes to exploit animals. Why would you do that? Also, let's see some green hearts. Smash the green hearts, guys. Let's get more green hearts in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go, guys. This is for these innocent animals. This guy just drove on this side of the road. There's a lot of, so we get a multitude of things. We get the thumbs up. People are like, yes. And then we got people that are totally cringe. So do you guys want me to show you a different angle here, guys? Look at right here. This isn't natural. None of the animals you eat are natural. Guys, look at this place. They call it a cattle grid. They call it a cattle grid. And they're shooting mother cows in the face here. Absolutely abhorrent, disgusting behavior. Guys, please hit like. Let's get that up to 100 likes. Let's fight for the animals. Let's fight for the animals. Get them outside of these places. These places need to end yesterday. I see a lot of twos in the chat. Incredible. So we see Cody. Cody just said that he was going vegan. Amazing, Cody. Thank you so much, Cody, for going vegan. Amazing work, Cody. We really appreciate that you're going vegan. Guys, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector, and I'm here showing the truth. They call it a cattle grid, but it's actually a slaughterhouse where they execute the animals. You can see the doors opening up slightly. They don't want anybody to come in. They won't allow you to come in because they don't want you seeing the truth. Guys, and the 3-minute movie challenge is in the description below. Go check it out. Go see for yourself. Go see the truth about what takes place. Tomorrow, guys, guess what? Guess what? We're going to be live. We're going to be live all over the world at different facilities like this. Guys, if you're one I would hope to see you on tomorrow if you're too as well. To the total loser animal abusers, you guys don't need to show up. You guys gotta really meditate on who you are as a person and think about who you are. To do this to innocent sentient beings. How could you? Shameful. How could you do this to mother cows? What's wrong with you to think that's acceptable? To shoot mother cows in the face for some trivial pleasure. Shame on you. Shame on you for what you do. It's absolutely abhorrent what happens to these innocent animals. Guys, hit like, please hit like. Let's see the green hearts again. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I want to see some more green hearts, please. Shame, shame, shame. Exactly. Marissa, thank you. Exactly. Shame on you. Exactly. Shane, you don't have to do this, guys. Look at in her eyes, guys. Look at in her eyes. They call this a cattle grid. Imagine that's how they de-individualize the sentient beings who they are, guys. That's how they de-individualize who they are. That's great. We see some ones in the chat. Guys, let's live vegan. We can do it. We can do this together. If you need any help from me, I can obviously help you out as well. I can support you. But guys, don't be the reason she has to go into the slaughterhouse and have her neck slit, jabbed at, have her baby stolen just so you can eat their secretions. Guys, look in the mirror. You're not a cow. You've never been a cow. You never will be a cow. Guys, 5 more likes to that 100. Let's get it up there, guys. Please get me to that 100 likes. Guys, 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone who's open-minded to change. And 3, if you're just someone who just NPCs along in life, it doesn't care about anything, doesn't care about animals, which is crazy, right? Why would anybody be like that? And you see some of the trigger comments in there. Guys, if you are someone who's open-minded, don't pay attention to the trolls. They're likely the ones who have taken the lives of these cows. This cow was killed in here. She never even met the person who killed her. People just look so down on little innocent animals. It's absolutely crazy what takes place. And this doesn't have to happen, guys. My guy, when are you going to help us? Stand up for the animals. We need your help. You can help us. I hope that's not cow's milk in there. I really hope not. Real Meebo, Vegan Rebel. I saw Tone in here earlier. I saw Martin in here earlier. This guy's getting triggered, this Luke guy. Luke, why are you so triggered? Why? What's the problem, Luke? What's the problem, Luke? This isn't bullshit. This is the truth, the reality. If you don't, you're talking about people. Well, humans are exploited in this industry as well. They use marginalized communities to execute animals all day long. What do you think that happens? PTSD, drug, alcohol addiction increase, violent crimes increase, including sexual assault. Do you want that in your community? Do you think that's fair to put that in another community, all so you can eat someone's secretions? How ridiculous is that? You don't need to do that, putting more healthcare costs as well. But most importantly, executing the innocent animals. Exactly, Chip. That Chip guy. Go follow that Chip guy. Incredible activist out there on the daily for the animals, always fighting for the animals. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate tomorrow's project live stream. Number 10, we are going to be out in the streets for the animals at slaughterhouses all over the world. Please join us tomorrow. You will see the times listed shortly. Get active for them. Fight for the animals. This needs to end. This disgusting hellhole industry needs to end. And we're going to do this together. Thank you to the twos in the chat. Watch that 3-minute movie challenge. Guys, really appreciate you being here. Thank you to the